Hey, welcome to the Keto Mom page. My name is Stephanie, and today we're going to talk about AQ. What is AQ? So, if you're just tuning in, where are you tuning in from? And if you watched yesterday, we talked about something called EQ. If you didn't watch yesterday, you might know that there is an IQ, right? You have an IQ. Yesterday, we talked about EQ, which I would highly recommend checking out because it was one of the most valuable lessons I learned in my entire life. I mean, there's lots of things that I've learned, and there's lots of things that I've taken and I've implemented and I teach. And so yesterday's video, hands down, was something that changed my life. It's called EQ. Today kind of goes right along with that. We're going to talk about AQ. So as you're tuning in, where are you tuning in from? I actually got to practice my AQ today. But if you're just tuning in, this page, I want to help you understand the power of mindset. And so every morning I will come on and give you a thought. We're going to go through a book, just help you get your mindset right. And so starting next Monday, which would be I don't know if it's the 25th. Oh my goodness, I can't even believe it's almost November. But we're going to go through this book. And so we're going to wait for a little bit so people can order the book if you want to follow along, or you can tune in here every single morning. Now, normally my hope would be to go live around 7:15, 7:30 Central. That's why I'm going to talk about AQ today, because my AQ had to be adaptable, which is why I'm on later, and I'll tell you why in a second. So we're going to start this on October 25th. This is the book. If you want to grab it, you can grab it. If you just want to tune in here, we will go through it. It is going to be an incredible book. And I read the back yesterday, but basically here's a little bit about the book. And it says, we all have dreams, hopes, and aspirations. Why do some of us realize our dreams and advance forward, while others watch timidly from a distance and hope for a break? And so it's going to be the difference between why do some people take action and go after their dreams, and why do some people sit on the sidelines? Like, what is that? What does it take to go after what you want? And so he says, but how do we know that the dreams we pursue are God's will for our life? How can we live with a clarity that frees us from the apprehensive and hesitation, and that catapults us forward with confidence and courage? And so it's really just going to give you an idea of going after anything in your life, right? So I'll give you an example. Most of you are here for fat loss. It starts with that, but I'm going to guess that there's a lot more that you want in life besides fat loss, right? You want a better marriage, or you want better relationships with your kids. Maybe you want a better job. Maybe you just want to be happy. And what does that look like? And how do you achieve that? And how do some people have such success and other people just sit and watch? Like, what is the gap? What are we missing, right? And so the book is going to be great. We're going to start on the 25th. You can probably go to Barnes & Noble and grab it. I'm sure you can get it anywhere online. And so we'll do that. So today I want to share really quick with you, what is AQ? So again, yesterday we talked about EQ, your emotional quotient, the difference between reacting versus responding, how you handle your emotions in any situation. Now, on top of that, if you heard my story yesterday, I talked about how I learned about EQ. I'll post the link of yesterday's video in the comments and in the header of this video so you can watch it if you missed it. But, and let me ask you this, if you listened to that, did any of you go throughout your day yesterday, and did anybody have to tell themselves, oh, EQ, ooh, I've got to watch my EQ? Or did anybody find themselves saying, I have to respond versus react? I would love to know. Like, did anybody have any type of, oh, I used what I learned? I hope you did. I hope you did. And maybe you had a great day and you didn't have to check your emotions. Listen, I had to use my own teaching with our girls. We have 4 girls. We homeschool by choice. And sometimes I have to go like this. And I had to do that yesterday. So AQ, you've got an IQ, your intelligence. You've got an EQ, how well you handle your emotions. And then you have AQ, your adaptability. How well or how adaptable are you? And I would say this is super important, especially for you who really have health goals. I want to eat better. I want to go to the gym. I need to lose 50 pounds. Whatever the case may be. I want to be able to run around with my kids. Whatever your health goals are, adaptability, your adaptability quotient, your AQ plays a huge part in this. And I'll tell you why. Let's say you go to a birthday party and you had every intention not to eat the cake, right? And so you're going to have to be adaptable in that situation and not eat the cake, right? And maybe find something else to eat or to snack on. Or let's say that, here's a good one. Let's say that you planned your meals this week. You were on it. You felt incredible. I set my week up. I'm going to have success. And then you forgot your lunch at home, right? Or something happened and you had to go out to eat with your coworkers. You had a meeting. You are adaptable. In that situation, do you just go, I'm going to do whatever I want. I'm going to go eat the French fries, or I'm going to be adaptable. It's all right. I have a high AQ. I'm adaptable in any situation. And I know that if I forgot my lunch, I'm going to go get something to eat. I'm going to choose a protein and a veggie or a salad. I'm going to take the buns off my burgers, the croutons off the salad. I'm not going to get emotional and overreact. I'm going to be adaptable and I know what to do. So just as important as your EQ is, how well you handle your emotions is your AQ. I would love to come on here every single morning and get my live done, get my kids up, get going. I have like a day in my head where I'm like, I want things to go this. It doesn't always happen that way. My sister, who I love dearly, sent me a message last night at 10:30 at night. And she's like, hey, can you do me a big favor? I can. Why? Because I stay home and I have a vehicle and I can help. And so I said, yes, how can I help you? And she's like, can I drop the kids off super early in the morning? She's like, I have a meeting. And then can you take all of the kids to school? She's got some kids at a private school, some at public. And so my AQ was like, yes. And it's not a big deal. But in my head, I was like, okay, yep, which means, yes, I'm going to do that. I can help get them fed, which means I'm going to be in the car at the time that I want to do my live, which means I'll drop them off and I'll go be in the crazy traffic of the public school kids. I don't ever have to do that. It was kind of fun. My kids are actually still sleeping. And then I'll come back and do my live. It's adaptability, right? I could have easily been like, I wanted to do my live at 7:30. I wanted to get my kids up. I wanted to start my day by 8:30, but now it's not going to work that way. I could have had my emotions get crabby. I could have not helped my sister out. I could have reacted instead of responded, but instead I was like, of course I can. It's not a big deal that it throws my schedule off, because really, do I have a schedule in my head? Is it really a big deal if I start a live 30 minutes later? No. And I know that sounds like a silly example. It's not like it hurt anything in my life. But how often do we overreact? And how often do we get frustrated because somebody interfered with our schedule and we weren't adaptable? Adaptability is huge, whether it's with your diet or your circumstance or your environment or your job. All of it plays a part in your emotions. All of it plays a part in, let's just be real. How often do people go to food because their day was screwed up, or they're frustrated, or it's so interesting how food plays a part, and it intermingles in all of these different feelings and all of these different circumstances, because we're mad or we're crabby or we're angry or somebody messed up my day, so I'm going to go eat something. Or, you know what? I had to drop the kids off, screwed up my day. I might as well run through the drive-thru and grab a donut, because I'm being exaggerative, but not really. Here's the deal in all of these EQ and AQ, and there's a couple other things that I've learned over the course of years. It's an awareness of life. It's an awareness. My goal is to give our children a really good awareness of what's going on and how to handle yourself. And it's okay that your schedule doesn't come first, but you can help somebody else out, right? You need to have good EQ. It's super important to be adaptable, because you have no idea what's going to happen throughout your day. And if you can handle yourself properly, you're going to find yourself making better decisions, making better choices. still being thankful and grateful, having a better attitude, not being stressed out, which causes your body to overreact. I got to be adaptable because I actually have to go if you're doing the reboot, I'm doing the reboot right now. Nope, let me rephrase my words real quick. I talk about the power of words often. I get to be the coach this morning. So I'm going to hop on a different group and coach people on the reboot. And if you're doing the reboot, awesome. Make sure you tune in there at 9:00 and in just a little bit. If you're not, you can ask me what a reboot is later. So anyways, the conversation today is this. How adaptable are you? And if you find yourself not very adaptable or in a situation, remind yourself, this is a really good time for me to show how adaptable I am, or for me to grow my adaptability, to handle my EQ, right? It all goes together, AQ and EQ. It is really important. It is important if you want to be one of those people that others look at to go, wow, they really handled themselves well. Or, they didn't react like I thought they would. Or, wow, they really are somebody that I can depend on. They have great adaptability, right? Not to be a doormat, but to help other people out. Or, you never know, you might need somebody to help you out someday. And because you were adaptable, guess what? You're more likely to have somebody else come and help you when you need help. Not that adaptability is just when somebody needs something, but anyways, I don't know if that made sense, but the whole conversation around EQ, your emotions, and AQ, your adaptability, for me and our family has allowed us to just look at life differently, to be able to handle situations and environments and in circumstances better with a higher level of responding and adaptability, and therefore overall just I feel like makes you a better person. So for what it's worth, I hope it made sense. And so if there's anything that you take out of it, hopefully in your mind, you're going to be like, EQ. Oh, there's an AQ. How am I going to handle myself? That's it. So, all right, I have to go because I have to go get ready for another live, and I need to get my kids up. So I hope you guys have a great day. Always reach out with any questions that you have. Grab the book. We'll start this on the 25th. Otherwise, I will come on tomorrow with something else that I've learned. I just have to remind myself all of the things that I have been taught so I can teach you. So have a wonderful day. Reach out with any questions that you have. Go be adaptable, and we'll talk to you later.